much more effective here, right? Onto the on the blue side, okay? I mean, it's the exact same bands though. It's just swap sides. We have the Kali, the Yi, and the Camille Jana. So we get the Katarina, and then we'll probably finish off here with the Olaf, I guess. That's what they banned
Yeah,
last time.
that's exactly what they banned last time. Yep. So it's
Now
the
the
same
question
banners.
is, do you think they pick Yumi?
Um, Yumi was a problem in those fights. Actually, now that you think about it, the sustain that she gave
Uh huh.
the carries was absolutely insane, and they were. I feel like they were focusing that Yumi a little too much too.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And the Aatrox does slip through, and that's their first pick. Aatrox is an absolute powerhouse. Not a single Vlad, not a single Ornn or Aatrox ban that we're seeing. So it's
Ornn
gonna
went through
be
the whole last draft, so it
yeah.
might not be a big pick for these two teams. But the Vlad, I mean, I would fully expect just Vlad Yumi here. I think we just run it back. I think
Honestly, yeah.
we did struggle a lot in that bot lane though, if you do remember. So they are gonna have to clean up how the bot lane plays. I know Happy's a jungler, so he might literally be first timing Yumi right now. And that does show in the it shows in the lane phase much more than in the mid to late game, you know. Because as much as people joke, there are intricacies to like playing the Yumi, you know.
Yeah, there's
In
definitely
the lane phase, yeah.
But the floor for a Yumi is still so much higher than the floor of any other champion, in my opinion. That's what makes her such a problem. Anyone can be good with her, really. If you like, not insane, but
Yeah,
be a problem.
There's a little more of a skill ceiling than people give her credit for. People say skill floor, skill ceiling in the same spot. AFK on your carry, but we do get two more picks, and I want to highlight Fez because he was playing range top, and he's not a range top player. He's like a bruiser player. I think he's played some Singe before, but another challenger top lane. Boom is on Volibear now too, so
Okay.
we've got tanks now. We
Yes.
have a front line
And these are
for
scary tanks.
Wnderland. Yeah.
This isn't a Nautilus, all right? This isn't just
Yeah.
I can't move. This is I can't move and I'm dying, you know?
Gonna get the Riven here. Could flex to the jungle. Recently was nerfed in the jungle a little bit, but it didn't really affect her too much, honestly. She's still very playable there. Probably will see her in the top though, but Riven jungle is still viable. Bans here. I want to maybe see a Karma ban actually from this red team. I think ZZ would, yeah, so they're gonna start banning enchanters.
Ban the enchanters, yeah.
We'll get the Lulu.
Which is a great ban for that Kaiser.
Yeah. Okay, I know you'd hate to say it, but do we look to maybe ban the Nunu here? Just to make things easier. No? Oh. They ban it anyways.
Why? They're listening. They're here.
Yeah, they're listening. Okay. Maybe Karma here. Could be like another Soraka. Okay, that was what I was gonna think, but I just know ZZ a little better, so I think Karma is a better ban. They can't really pick it either, so I think Karma with this Aatrox and Volley might be incredibly scary. Just have a giant bear and a demon running at you, with the Kaisa follow-up, so the little cat might struggle a little bit. We'll have to see as we go through. The Varus, second ban here for the blue team.
That's a good ban. The Nunu ban was an atrocious ban, but the Varus ban is a good ban.
Okay, yeah. All right, yeah.
I think especially in the last game they won it, but the Varus definitely was doing some damage, being around, trying to steal that first dragon, being a little thing. But and then
so they banned the Mundo last game. Remember, in this second phase. So Ken, I believe, is playing more Mundo than he is playing Master Yi this season. So he is kind of on a comfort pick. As shocking as that is to sound. And I think Mundo's a massively underrated jungler. He's not like S tier, but he's a very strong jungler for what he does. Similar to Nunu. So I get that you like him. Yeah.
I used to be a top 50 Mundo main. He's very good. The one thing that he does need, if you want him to be a problem in those team fights, is you need CC. The only CC you have right now is Riven and the Yumi ult. When Yumi ult is online every 20 seconds basically, but I feel like you need your last pick to be a lot more CC capabilities, you know.
Okay, so we're gonna actually pick up a Braum here, and then we're gonna probably get the Tristana mid and the Kai'Sa bot. That's what I expect. But Braum Tristana is a very good bot lane combo too. We're not really gonna pick up any more CC here from the Jinx, like you talked about.
It's probably gonna be a Mundo Baron lane most likely in the Riven jungle. So a Mundo Baron lane probably doesn't need as much CC. You're doing that poke, and it's pretty good against the Aatrox if Aatrox is gonna be the Baron laner as well.
Yeah,
So,
you're absolutely correct. So it looks like we're getting the Riven jungle. The Tristana is going mid, like I mentioned. And yeah, we've got it's gonna be AP Kai'Sa, of course, right? Volibear does some AP, but the Kai'Sa will definitely be going AP with this Tristana mid. And
but I
who are your
definitely like
favorites
this team.
here?
I don't know. I like this team comp a lot better from Wnderland. They took away one of the ADCs. They went down to 2, and they got they got the Braum able to stop a lot of damage. I don't know if Braum shield stops a Yuumi ult. I believe it doesn't, but he's still gonna be able to.
It's multiple things. Yeah, I think it blocks the first one if it works, but not. It might. I don't know. Anyways, we'll see. We'll find out in game together. I'm excited. Let's jump into game 2 of our last series of the day.
Let's make that a prediction. Do you guys think Braum stomps a Yuumi ult?
Okay, yeah.
I don't think it does. But it's a
all
lot
right,
better.
so
they have damage dealers.
Yeah, the Yuumi and Gale. Let's kind of pay attention to how they kind of do the lane. It looks like Jinx is heading top. It's gonna be
Minions have spawned.
an accident.
They're doing a switch. They're doing a switchies. Oh, it might be an accident.
It is looking like an accident. You know, in ranked it tells you where to go, but it doesn't tell you where to go in custom games.
Oh, you're right.
so that can happen for sure.
I know he's getting flamed in chat.
That's what teammates do, you know.
They're pinging his ultimate, not yet learned. You know.
We're gonna probably miss at least a minion here. That is relevant.
Definitely a minion.
You know?
Yeah, and they know that, and they're gonna push this lane. She's back.
So
we're gonna see
not
this
the
again.
end of the game, but it's
not.
It's something, especially when we talked about them struggling in the previous game.
But we've almost it's almost very similar. They have a mix of early game champs and late game champs now. But the thing is, Kai'Sa and Jinx are both very late game oriented champs. But that Braum is really helping out Wnderland with that early game compared to the Yuumi, who's going for the heals. But I don't know if you're gonna be able to counter the all in that you'll have with a Braum and a Kai'Sa. So they have a good. I feel like Wnderland has a much better ADC bot lane now. But we'll see. You know, at the end
I mean,
of the
I
day,
just love that they swapped from 3 back lines to 3 front lines. You know,
they learned their lesson.
I think it's literally so hard to play the game when you're in a situation like that. I think they did their best, and I'm excited to see the mental fortitude to come back with such a strong draft. Not much is happening in these lanes, you know, like we've kind of been talking about. What do we think about their their 5-minute power spikes? Who do we think is gonna win these fights?
100%.
Once we get to the dragon,
I feel like
you think Wnderland? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Once you get level 5, you have the Aatrox ult coming online, which is horrifying. You have the Volibear ult coming into any turret that he deems necessary to kill. Then you have the Braum ult to absolutely stun you in the tracks. I definitely.
Volibear's hitting level 5 here. We've got a wave
soon.
pushing here into the red jungle. In the Chinese games, you'll just see this volley just ult onto the tower, and
he's looking for it. He's looking for it at bot lane. He flashed in. He flashed in.
He still has the ultimate. He's gonna be able to pop.
They kill the cat first. He still has it. Jinx has no way to peel out. She already used her W's, I believe. They're looking for something. They're waiting for the minions.
Wait, they're not even gonna come down.
Wow.
Jinx just loses all of this gold. All she can do is potentially W the minion. She misses that.
Yep.
They get 1 plate and they leave. But mid lane's just getting blasted. Ken dies to the Tristana. Flash Ignite traded for Flash Smite. I mean, Riven getting accelerated is very scary, but Tristana is as well.
That was a very weird jump by that Tristana, but she got the kill. She died for it. But as a Tristana, as an ADC person, I'm okay with trading like that. You just want to level up, hit that power spike, and just do so much damage. But Riven hitting a power spike is also nothing that you want to trifle with. Her stuns, her CC, her dashes are just the most annoying things on the planet. A good Riven doesn't die. You know?
Yeah, so Riven is able to get gold, but the thing is that if Riven just hadn't died there, Tristana was missing, like, I think a wave and a half at least of gold. So she is able to trade 1-for-1 there, and it's a very good trade for you. Like you said, first of all, it's giving an ADC a kill, but she would have been so far behind if they just kind of AFK'd and just took tower plates, you know? Yeah. That aggression kind of punishing Ken there.
Definitely.
Tristana is down, you know, several hundred gold here, but it could have been more, right?
It punishes the Riven, but I guess in the long term, especially when you're playing competitive, and you trust your teammates, it's helping out the Vladimir immensely, which is, you know,
very true.
You want to help the Vladimir out a little bit. You trust him. He's your homie.
Trades going back and forth here in the top lane. Not much happening. Aatrox is actually going to go, like, he's not going to go for an armor pen item here. Oh, did you see that? Blanks actually is honey fruit. Yeah. That's not something you see too often anymore.
The honey fruit rune?
The honey fruit rune, yeah. It's just like you miss out on, like, you know, basically another damage rune or something. Trades just going back and forth here. We can't quite tell the Jinx's gold, but I suspect the Kai'Sa's a couple hundred gold ahead after that kill and denying the Jinx minion. Has enough gold for the Manamune. Gonna get a reset here. Finish up that Manamune at 450. It's a little bit of a laid back for competitive. We need to be thinking like ahead here. Same for the Jinx. Jinx isn't even gonna backfill. They're just gonna start Dragon. They have some sort of idea.
They have 4 people there. They're just going for it. They don't even need the items. And honestly, that's a fair assessment. Look at this. Absolutely deleting this. They're gonna trade, get the Ice Dragon. I like Ice Dragon, you know, but this early game, it's gonna be a problem because now they have to survive the gold difference that's gonna be held from this Rift Herald. Mundo flashing out. Yep.
Got a little scared there. I think Lost is passive. You know, you have to be careful once you lose passive there.
Especially against the Volibear. It's got a lot of CC, it got a lot of slows.
Absolutely. Wait, Kai'Sa's all by herself down here in the bot lane. Yumi pops the ult. Jinx is all her down. Jinx has to flash in, but now they're overextended. Brahm's coming in. Will be able to stack this passive with Blanks being able to jump right over. This should be a 1-for-2 trade for the Tristana.
They're gonna go
and
for
the Tristana is back in this game with that overextension from Jinx.
Just like that, she gets, what, 600 gold at least?
At least.
At least she's back on par with the Vladimir. She has to deal with the Vladimir. Volibear ulting for his life, not for the kills. Oh, he still goes down.
Oh, got into the Sanguine Pool from the Vlad.
Damn.
Damn,
Volibear going down.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, Vlad picks up a kill after the great roam here from Tristana. I mean, overextension from Boom, and we're putting Vlad. He is the most gold in the game now.
Yeah, he's
That's
got a lot of.
you want to see on a scaling champ.
No, and Aatrox is doing a lot of damage, but he's not finishing. He's still 0-0-0, nowhere on the kill board right now. He's a menace, but he's being respected as that, and so he can't do anything about that right now. Mundo able to. Aatrox is actually a very good pick into a Mundo because you have 3 stunners right in your queue. So you're proccing that passive really well, really early, and then you're just doing a bunch of damage to him. But it's just not enough right now. He hasn't gotten the early game kills, and now we're seeing this slowly slip, slowly.
Still no healing reduction from the side of, I guess we've got a Bramble for Braum, but, I mean, Kai'Sa literally cannot build healing reduction. It's, like, basically impossible. But Trist can, Volley can, Aatrox can. I really want to see this coming up in the next... Before the next dragon, for certain. It just has to be.
We're gonna see some shenanigans too. If you look closely, if you look at the bottom, Braum's item is Sea Jar. I hate that item with the burning passion, but hey, this is competitive where you can actually tell your teammates on microphone, hey, I'm dropping a heal plant.
Yeah.
So let's see if this Sea Jar, they're playing interesting. It's very interesting to see. You know, I want that Aatrox to get anti-heal, though. I don't know why they haven't gotten it yet.
I'm a Sea Jar enjoyer, but it's really not that great of an item. And you definitely need to build like Warmogs first. I mostly build Sea Jar just to annoy Mally, and then I tell him I've got my jar, and then he groans, you know. But you can do some fun things. You can. My favorite thing is you can put a blast cone in an objective pit. Oh, but we have a little dive here. Volibear has his ult. The pool is popped mid too.
He's ready. Is he going for it? He got it. But again, it's Mundo. Mundo's passive gets procced. He flashes out to survive. He gets out and gets away, but they're taking this turret. But look, he's got backup. He's got his gang coming in. His posse.
And with the Yumi, he's looking to go in.
And the Yumi with the Riven, they're going for it, but they have no anti-heal. Aatrox pops his ult. He's got a lot of healing.
The Yumi.
Oh my god. They get the... Wait, it's so close. It's so close. Volibear gets a kill. It's so close. Can he get the other one? Not enough. The Yumi sustain is too much.
Oh,
that was a close team fight. It's 2 for 1.
Oh, they were able to kill Vlad in the mid though, so it's 2 for 2 cross map. Not the worst play considering they were able to get that tower first. No one is in the mid lane to protect this Kai'Sa. That's a low mid turret. They're gonna respect the Riven on the reset, and Kai'Sa won't quite push. I think that's a very smart choice. I might have jumped the gun there.
We got 20 seconds on this Infernal Drag.
20 seconds on this Infernal Drag. 2 items completed on this Riven. I mean, it might have been a 2 for 2 cross map, but I think that was 2 kills for the Riven, and she's just huge for this Infernal Dragon. A little late though.
The movement speed she has with Yumi is absolutely crazy.
Yeah,
she was flying in there like crazy, but now we see blue team. They want.
I mean, this is gone. It's gone.
Yeah,
it's gone. Riven decided to do a red buff for Infernal.
Yeah. Yep.
Start pinging Riven's ult. Riven ult. You know, enemy missing. And Infernal Dragon just goes like that. You know, we did such a nice play here from the Riven, and in competitive, the tempo's so fast. Yeah. You take 1 buff, you know, Jinx pushes top. It's gone.
Now you lose Infernal Drag. I feel like the best combo you could have is Ice Dragon and Infernal Dragon, and now Infernal Drag goes to the enemy team instead. It's not crazy. It's not too much of a loss, especially since it's only 1 dragon that they have. But it's something that
red buff.
Yeah. Okay, she has 2 red buffs now.
Yep, ready. True. Yeah. So speaking of dragons, you know, I interrupted you there. Ice Dragon is good. It's just the amount that it gives you isn't like particularly high. So it's definitely better than Ocean.
Yeah.
But I would say in my opinion, the best combos is like Fire and Earth. Those 2 are incredibly strong together. And if you get the 3rd one, you have like you get a like your ADCs basically get a ton of like they basically get an armor and magic resist item. And then they also get like bonus damage. That like scales.
I don't play
like
with
Ice Dragon
that get those.
Okay, true. Because the problem is the Ice Dragon. Oh, but we have a little scuffle here.
Yeah.
CC onto the Riven. Just a little trade in the bushes. The Ice Dragon doesn't scale with your other items. Like Mountain Dragon scales with your armor and MR, and so does the Infernal Dragon scales with your AP and AD. Do you know what I mean? So you have like a scaling factor. Oh my god, the chunk here.
That's a lot of damage.
The WQ from the Kai'Sa Braum respectively.
Going for that. But Ice Dragon, especially, I feel like you're right. First Ice Dragon, I think it's like 6 ability haste, which is nothing. But then once you get the 2nd dragon, it becomes 14 ability haste, which is almost on par with I believe it's Trinity's, which is a decent amount of ability haste, and then you can get 28 if you get all 3 dragons. But if you have all 3 dragons, you're winning the game, basically. You should win the game.
We have an invade here from Boom. Gets onto the Yumi before they're able to do it.
Volibear still has ult. He didn't even use it for that quick kill onto the Yumi. Yumi is gone. They have no more sustain. Mundo, run, bro, run! Where are you going?
Bot lane, 2 Tristana trades across the map. I mean, they don't have 25 ADCs on their team this game, so it looks like the blue team's just taking over.
Mundo's got nowhere to go. He's got no. Look at that damage by this Kai'Sa. Absolutely insane with that AP.
Shroud getting taken down here. He's gonna have to
take it down 1 at a time. 1 at a time. They're getting beat up right now.
Braum trades to life. We take that. Though.
Okay.
2 for 1. We take Braum. I mean, support lives matter, but they don't matter. You know what I mean? So like, Ken
like
being taken down, and then murdering exactly. So Baron's gonna get taken all for the Brahm's life. That's something we take every single day.
Yeah,
13-minute Baron.
That is huge because they only have a 2,000 gold lead right now, and with that Baron though, they can push and farm and make that gold lead substantially bigger.
We got
look at that.
Look at
Kai's staying in lane. Yeah, she's not even gonna go back. She's got 2 items. She's got, there's not much she can do. Oh, never mind, she leaves.
Looking to maybe she's gonna be able to finish the item. So what I want to see here, in ranked play, it's a little different. In ranked play, you're just gonna randomly do things, but we have dragon spawning 43 seconds. So what I want to see as a coach is I want to get this top tier 2, I want to get this mid tier 2, and then I want to get the dragon. We're a little late on our resets, so we aren't gonna get much here. So instead, they're like with the Kais on the late reset, we're just gonna get the dragon, and I think that's a very good prize. Flash from the volley onto Ken.
Look at him chasing. You can't chase a Riven, buddy.
You can't chase a Riven. Yumi's on there, but big poke. Probably has to get a reset.
40 seconds on Baron buff, and you got 10 seconds for that last dragon coming in. So they're definitely going to go for this dragon. They're trying to prioritize, maybe get that tier 2, just like you were talking about, but they're not going to get it. There's 4 people mid.
Yeah,
but they're looking for a quick
over the wall. Wants to jump.
Look at this Braun. All alone. Now he's back with his friends. Tristana.
Ollie's still on the dragon, though.
Wow, look at that attack speed on that Tristana. Doing so much. She almost got caught. She flashed out. She escaped. Jinx used the ult, but it missed. They're looking for a catch. Tristana does go down by this Vladimir. Vladimir getting a double kill.
2 for 2.
Vladimir getting a double kill. Yumi trying to sustain this Tristana, but it's not enough. She goes down too. And there it is.
It's endable. It's endable.
Oh, wait. No.
The pool
Vladimir's
goes out.
still alive.
The pool goes out.
Vladimir's
The pool goes out, though.
Will
look, they run top. They run top. I think it's endable. Q3 goes out. Massive healing. Aatrox is looking. There's no wave. There's no wave.
There's no wave. And they got turret armor still for another minute. You go for that dragon, but you don't have jungler. But you have time. You have 8 seconds until the Riven comes back, and Riven can be fast, but he's not that fast. They're gonna go for that tier 3 turret instead. Aatrox is probably gonna start this and wait for that Volibear to come in. That was an interesting team fight.
Yeah, I mean, it was cross map. We had to zoom out. You can't see that on a regular phone screen. Riven running right here.
Look at it. Look, running. They're going for it.
No TPs for the Vladimir, though. I would have kind of expected in a competitive match. Volibear ults over this to commit. I mean, why not? Why not? We don't want to fight team fight soon, so making sure we get the dragon, it looks a little weird, but like, all you say is like, I'm ulting over the wall. No team fights for 40 seconds.
No, it was smart. Calm, Riven saw the ult and just did a 180, so it was...
Nope.
Absolutely. No, it's fine. You take the 2 dragons, and that's it for the dragons. You get that big buff that you want, but, I mean, red team, I believe that's Boba Lovers. They're putting in an effort, They got 4 kills, or no, they got 2 kills, even though they had... the Baron buff. Vladimir is now scaled. He's got 11,000 gold. He's pretty decent, and so is Jinx. So they have to prioritize
3 items as well.
3 items. Jinx with the Runin's Hurricane. So much damage. She has no sustain. Is the one problem with this Jinx. So if you pick that Jinx if on blue team, you're picking that Jinx.
Where's our healing reduction?
There is none.
There's no healing reduction
only
for
Braum,
this blue
only
team.
Braum. Another quick kill for this Volibear, though. Look at this damage by this Tristana. Absolutely insane with the shield buff, or with the bomb going off.
Never mind. Looks to poke, has to flash back out, burns the ghost as well.
No, she doesn't even need sustain. They're just getting deleted. It's almost like they're assassins with the Kaiser Q and the Tristana bomb. It's so much damage to take all at once.
I mean, honestly, you know what? I think Riven should have bought healing reduction too. Like, Volibear is one of the highest healing champions in the game. Aatrox, massive healer,
Yep.
We do have the Thornmail and the Mundo, but Mundo can't CC. I talked about it earlier in the last match. Thornmail applies grievous wounds on CC, but who's gonna hit a Mundo in a team fight? Like, you play team fights at this level by not hitting the Mundo. You know what I mean? Exactly. So like, the only person is really okay. Jinx picks it up. Okay, with the Runons, they should be covered on the healing reduction. We still do need a little bit more onto either the Tristana or the Aatrox. Yeah.
I feel like if Vlad gets it, his AoEs shut down any healing on the entire enemy team once he hits them with the little pool. But we'll see. I mean, at the end of the day, both of these teams should have a decent amount of anti-heal. You
they
have
really should.
Yeah, you have Yumi and Mundo on one side with the Vlad, and then you have Volibear, Aatrox, and a Kai'Sa with Riftmaker. You know, both of these teams should be, but they're not prioritizing that. They're prioritizing the straight damage for these team fights to end very, very quickly. And I mean, they're better than me, so they're doing something. They're doing something right. Look at this Tristana damage right here. Look at how much damage she does to a Mundo who can't move. He can't move. She's jumping 7 times in 3 seconds. She flashed over.
Elder's up.
Elder's up. She's picking
1
that guy
HP
away.
on the Mundo. He does
Mundo
die.
goes down. Brock with a crazy ult, but it's not going to be enough. There's too much going on. Oh my god, there's too much going on.
Now she's full.
Aatrox is too low. Red team is going to get this. Red team's going to get this.
Here.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if Tristana had healing reduction, the Mundo would have died quicker. She gets the team fight faster. I'm sorry, my coach mentality is coming in. It's just like, you know, we lose the game because of healing reduction. I'm going to talk about healing reduction for like, 2 hours, you know?
The
it's
difference
such an easy
maker,
item
honestly.
to build.
Yeah, it was
She's
literally...
the 4th item. She still doesn't have healing reduction.
I still haven't seen C-Jar being placed anywhere on the map either. I don't know if that was a good item either. But
I would have liked a Warmog there, honestly.
Yeah. That Mortar Reminder on that Jinx is going to be absolutely horrifying to play against now. You're not going to have any armor by the time she hits 7 of these auto attacks on you. They're going for this. They're going to get it. There's nothing that you
Elder
can do.
plus Baron.
Yeah. Yep. Now you got to survive for a minute and a half. That's what you have to do right now.
Literally survive. We've got the good news for them though is they've been quite ahead this game, so we have a lot of tier 2s to give up. We even have tier 1s to give up, so the only way they lose this game is by contesting their towers. All you have to do is slowly lose your towers, and they don't get inhibs. You know, they get gold, but it's a serious problem. Yeah. Like especially in ranked, they're like, oh, I will not give up this tier 1, turret or whatever.
And look, they're doing exactly that.
Yeah, and then Kai'Sa dies, or Kai'Sa flashes.
She dies.
Now we lose our tier 2. Now we lose our inhib. Tristan is pushing in the side, and our only way to lose.
Look at that damage.
We lose our carry.
Insane. Oh, they lose the Jinx. Jinx does go down.
I mean,
she's building blood, but it's not going to be enough. It's GG. That's it.
You never, you don't even defend your tier 2s, guys. Wow. Like seriously, you don't defend tier 2s, let alone a tier 1.
Kai'Sa getting caught in that tier 1. Not much to do. Not much to do. I mean, at the end of the day, you definitely play that a lot safer. They have Baron and Elder, and you're Kai'Sa. You're not a tank.
Even if you lose even if they'd lost inhibs, it's still playable. Like, but they can play it slow enough that they don't even lose inhibs. It ends up being a tragic ending there. And Boba Lovers takes their second game of the series, and that's all she wrote for our Wnderland. They were looking so strong in the early mid game.
That was a
had that one team fight at Elder. I'm telling you, it was healing too. It was healing,
but it was winnable. It was definitely 100% still winnable. But I mean, that Jinx menace. That Jinx was an absolute menace.
Look at that damage there. Yep, more damage than everyone. Shrouded, more damage to Vlad. I mean, we banned out 2 champions. We banned out Akali and Katarina on Shrouded to let him pick Vlad. I would say, if we're going back to look at our draft phase, we definitely rethink whether we commit, all these bans if he's just gonna play Vlad,
Yeah, but especially like when you think about it, they could have survived that wave